Good morning. Good afternoon rather. We are talking about some cool images that we got from last night's full moon. December's full moon, a reminder, is the cold moon, and that's just so fitting for the weather we've had in the last couple of days especially. But this was taken in the Leonard area in Minnesota, and you could see that full moon shining brightly, but also just to the right of it, Mars appearing there too. It was very close to the moon all night. In fact, it appeared to disappear behind it for a time last night as well, if you were watching closely. So thank you so much, Sabrina, for sharing your photo. We had some great images. You can check those out on our gallery at valleynewslive.com. You can also upload your photos there. Just go to the VNL Weather app right there, right on your phone. You've got your pictures there. Just go to the app and you can upload those photos nice and easy to our gallery. Here's a look at the current conditions up in Devil's Lake. Still clear out there, so we're getting a nice view of that sunshine with blue skies. There are some places where we've seen a few clouds drifting in. And here's a look at that on our visible black and white satellite map. The radar layer also turned on, but we don't have any snow to show you, so it's looking pretty quiet there. So where we don't see movement in the white colors here, that's the snowpack. You can see the snow on top of Upper and Lower Red Lake there, and then the tree-lined areas of Minnesota there. And then it's tough to make out, but there is a little bit of movement where we've got some of those areas of that thin cloud deck moving overhead where it's looking a little bit more gray in some spots. So not necessarily completely blue everywhere. Now I've expanded the view here. You can see the overall snowpack in general around the northern tier of the U.S. There's some snow down into Nebraska. That's going to be affecting Sioux Falls. So if you're going to be traveling in that direction later tonight, you'll be running into this. Might want to rethink those travel plans. And then big snow happening out in Washington. Snoqualmie Pass was shut down because of the heavy snow and the issues they're having there. And eventually we will see a little bit of precipitation come our way for the weekend, but that big storm system, that's still a ways off yet. So we've got some quiet weather coming up here. Temperatures into the teens and single digits right now. It's not warm, but this is a huge difference from yesterday. We're at 13 in Fargo, 8 in Grand Forks. We're looking at wind chills that do feel like we're below 0 in some instances, and that's the case in Hallock and Grand Forks. 5 below in Hallock, Grand Forks about 5 below. It's 2 above in Fargo currently. At least that's what it feels like when we factor in just a little bit of wind. The critical thing here is that it's out of the south, so warmer air has been moving into the valley, and we've been seeing that on our temperature maps here. Here's a look at what to expect through the rest of the day. Again, pink numbers, those are your wind chills. The white numbers, that's your forecast air temperature. And so by the afternoon, many of us in the south and over to the east, more into those low to mid 20s. If you're north and west, more into the teens for your highs. And it does feel a little chillier than that. Here's the good news. Overnight, we're going to just see kind of quieting weather and conditions that remain not too bad. We'll keep those temperatures into the teens in a lot of places heading into tomorrow morning with more areas of cloud cover moving in to start off your Friday. So we kick off Friday on a decent note, at least in comparison to where we've been, and we'll keep going from there into some upper 20s. Now I warned you about this weekend. Saturday is the day, if we're going to see precipitation, that we'll see it. Temperatures will be nice and mild, low 30s, but notice where we'll be, right around the freezing mark. So we have the chance for a little light snow, but some of that very light snow may mix over a little, and we know even just a thin coating of ice can be a problem. So that's something to watch for on Saturday. Overall, though, the weekend is looking really good. Sunday, temperatures into the upper 20s, and we stay in those upper 20s, even some 30s, as that big system approaches for next week. So temperatures are warmer. That may mean more snow potentially heading into Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday on your first alert weather days. So again, stick with us. We'll continue to keep you updated on that. We'll be doing updates on our VNL weather app right here throughout all of our newscasts as it gets closer.
Yeah, but definitely enjoy the weekend, though.
Yes,
definitely do that.
We want to give you that heads up, but there really is some nice weather leading up to that.
Absolutely. Lisa, thank you.